As the world turns, we're starting to see our society pretty much go to shit, in which a lot of the supplies that we have in our immediate environment is being twisted, pulled around, and it's a lot of these chemicals and all these different things that's used on the animals in order to lower down costs, as well as you know, pretty much lower down the food supply of it to keep people in motion to coming back to the specific food product, chickens, pork, beef, and all these different things. But the story of today, the video today, is going to be talking about the impending meat shortage that's supposed to be going up. You already know that we already had to deal with inflation, in which a lot of the food costs already is expensive, especially when it comes to the price of beef, chicken, eggs, and whatever have you. But it's important to have an understanding on this because, a lot of people are so surprised by like, well, what's going to be the substitute? What is going to be this? How can I not pay for all these different things? And those who's in the know knows that what comes with having higher food prices means that you're going to try to look for a cheaper option in order to still be able to be fed, but still get the quality of food that you want for yourself. And this doesn't surprise someone like me because I have an understanding that what comes with higher food prices, higher food prices comes alternatives that we never really thought about and that they're going to release to the public as okay and normal. Now, in a separate video that I'll make, I'm also going to be talking about how they're going to be using things that you don't usually think about in the Western Hemisphere, such as bugs, for example, in which they'll start to give you the option that it's okay to eat bugs, and bugs is okay. This is a video I already did, but that's one viable option that they're going to give to the people. And the thing about it is, once that starts to become on the table, they're going to basically enroll that into being the new meat anyway. Not just bugs, but also 3D printed meats and using cellular technology in order to achieve that. And then also the fake meats that they put in their labs, such as your beloved Beyond Meat or all those other places, Impossible Meat and all these other things that isn't real beef. But in order to get the quality and taste like beef, that's what they'll put on the table for you to eat as a way to be cheaper. There's no way of escaping this. What comes with the whole entire thing of the fall of man, fall of the world, comes with a lot of different things that we are not used to, we are not privy to, and trying to relate the idea that you was already eating it by now exposing the different ingredients in the popular foods you eat as saying you were already eating bugs or drinking these different chemicals way before we decided to put this out to the public. So now get used to it. But to get to this article, let's just talk about it. The meat shortage, in which it says 2023 meat shortage, the largest beef supply drop in 40 years. The meat industry forecast for 2023 predicts a significant decrease in the supply of beef, leading to higher prices for everyone. Reports estimate that on average, Americans will eat 5.6% less beef this year due to shortages. If you don't want to eat less meat, then securing your supply now is crucial. When the supply dropped 4% in 2003, Fed steer prices advanced nearly 25%, similar to the situations in 2011. A 3.9% decline in supplies led to a 20% price increase. And 2014, a 3.8% decline contributed to a 23% price jump. We could be looking at a similar 20% price spike for beef in 2023, which is why you should take advantage of our price lock guarantee today. Now, this is probably because this website is offering a service, but also giving the statistics about the whole entire thing with beef. And it's ironic when I had thought about the whole entire thing when they said 2003, because, around that time, the mad cow disease and stuff like that was going on. And, all these, diseases that come in based on the animals and stuff like that. Now, there's a lot of reasons that I think behind it, my theories behind it, but I won't discuss it here. There are several reasons behind the current meat shortage crisis. The closure of meat processing plants due to outbreaks and even potential outbreaks as COVID-19 among workers caused a major slowdown in production, leading to supply chain disruptions. The pandemic has also led to a decrease in the total herd size since farmers were selling cows earlier than they usually would. They did this to take advantage of pandemic prices and probably to stay open in trying times. Another factor contributing to the shortage is the increasing demand for meat in developing countries, particularly in Asia. As these countries become wealthier, their citizens are consuming more meat, leading to a higher demand for it globally. This increased demand has led to record beef exports from the US to Asia, which causes us to further depend on importing meat to fill a gap in our own stores and meals. The situation is further complicated by environmental policy changes. We've written blogs about how the Netherlands and New Zealand are actively discouraging ranching and raising livestock in general. Many countries are implementing policies aimed at reducing the climate impact of meat production and therefore reducing the supply of meat and hurting the global economy and food supply in the process. There will be a shortage in the general supply of meat, but the availability of quality meat will greatly shrink too. High quality cuts are said to become more scarce in 2023. Prime and choice beef options may not always be available. And if they are, you'll pay an even bigger premium on them than other grades of beef. Consumers will have to make difficult decisions about the types of meat they consume and how much they are willing to pay for it this year. For those on a tight budget, this could mean eating less meat and opting for cheaper, less desirable cuts if they rely on their local grocer entirely. Well, also, this might hurt people that live in inner cities as well, because you're not going to really come across farmers or, be able to access a food market on a high end where you can go ahead and get more primer cuts or get cleaner beef or cleaner meats, that is. Just, and plus you got to find a select area where they have it. Too many times in cities they only are confined to certain areas, not all areas. The meat shortage is also likely to have a significant impact on the meat industry. Meat producers will have to adjust their operations to meet the new demands of consumers, which may mean reducing their margins or shifting their focus to other types of meat. What could that be? This could also lead to the closure of small local meat producers as they are unable to compete with larger, more established players in the industry. This will be a continuation of over 100,000 small farms closing down in America due to the odds being stacked against them and low quality imported goods flooding the market. And I'll put a link into my video description so that you guys can continue reading the article. But the important thing about recognizing this meat shortages is so many different things is at play. Higher costs for meats, of course, and looking for alternatives, which isn't the best alternative for human consumption, but yet they're going to offer that to the table to say, also impact this with caring for the animals and, caring for their environment and to stop killing animals, which allies to a lot of the mission statements that an organization like PETA makes. And understanding the meat shortage, we have an understanding of how they'll lowball a lot of these meats out here and give you pretty much low quality meat if they aren't already for you to consume. And then plus, besides that, even with the cheapest quality of meat that they raise, they're still going to raise it to prices that is proportionately higher than usual. So it's a lot of ways to look at this situation, but I'm just here to alert those out there that, what has come with out of this pandemic from specifically 2021 and 2023 has been tremendous effects on the society at large. And we just need to pay attention to what's up next. Otherwise, Nat, give me your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.